talk about negative exponents. I have this backwards on here. We'll talk about negative exponents. So, example 1. X squared over x to the 5th. This is a review from yesterday. Now, what were you taught yesterday? What's the answer here? X to the negative 3. Okay? But from this point on, we don't like negative exponents unless it tells you to do something where you have to leave it in negative form. So I'll show you here in a second what I mean. So really what you should be doing is thinking of it like this. There's 2 x's on top, 5 on the bottom. 2 of these will cancel with 2 of those, leaving how many where? 3 on the bottom. And there's an, coefficients are still there, so that's why there's a 1 on top. Okay? Alright, now if I wrote it like this, 3x to the 4y squared over 6 x to the 6th y z. First of all, what do we do? What's the first thing we should do?
First thing I do is simplify the 3 and 6.
Yes. What do you get?
1/2.
All right. So there's 1/2. Now,
Subtract.
Go ahead.
Okay. I would.
You can do it a couple different ways. So
I would
it's okay.
probably make it. Once x squared on the bottom. We'll
Okay.
Get rid of the x.
Okay.
And then.
Just 4 of those will cancel with 4 of these. Yep.
And then y squared on top. I mean y on top. And then
This 1 cancels with 1 of those.
and then z on bottom.
And the z's just left there. Okay. Everybody get that? Alright. Now, what I was talking about a second ago is the only time you really use negative exponents is if for some reason they force you into using them. Like you need to make sure you're reading your directions. If they say, I do not want any variables in my denominator, or I don't want any fractions, then what are you going to do? Well, they did in last year's book, so I'm just heading it off the pass. What that means is I'd have to move these up here. Well, what happens to these exponents when I move them up here? They become the opposite. So that in itself is another way to manipulate the way your problems look. If you want to change the position of something, change the value of your, the positive or negative of your exponent. Move the position. Any questions on that? Remember what I said at the beginning of the year. This is really about manipulation. How to change things. I already know you can solve things. All right, example 2. Let's talk about, well, let me just see if I can get you to say the right things without asking. What is 5 over 5?
1.
Awesome, you guys are brilliant.
Yeah.
What is x over x?
X.
Sorry, everybody says that. And every year, there's a group of students that say that. My periodical class does the same thing. They all say x. It's 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. What is this? X to the 4th over x to the 4th.
1.
All right, let's apply the quotient rule. Like bases in the fraction, what are you supposed to do? Yesterday's assignment.
Subtract.
Tell me what to do exactly.
Subtract.
Okay.
Top or bottom? Yeah.
Yep. Where am I going to put it?
On top.
Thank you. So what do I get?
1 over 1.
Fourth minus 1.
X to the 4 minus 4, which is what you said, and what do you get?
X minus 0.
So, anything to the 0 power is 1?
Yep.
Yes.
How does that, can you explain that? Because I know that's
I
the
just
rule.
did. That's what happens. Okay, if we could do it in another way and do it like this. Let's do 2 to the 4th over 2 to the 1st. What do you get?
2 to the 3rd over 1 to the you meant the real thing.
Oh.
Okay? 2 to the 4th over 2 squared.
2 to the second word.
4. 2 to the 4th over 2 cubed.
2.
2 to the 4th over 2 to the 4th. That's 2 to the 0. 8, 4, 2.
You're cutting it in half.
Yeah, just because that's the nature of the 2. But just another way of looking at a pattern of how it becomes 1. Okay? So anything to the 0 power is 1, except if I say that. What's the answer?
Negative.
Undefined.
Okay. Now, if I said this, what's my answer?
That's undefined.
1.
Yeah, you're right.
Why is it positive 1?
Oh.
Because
It doesn't matter what's inside the parentheses. Now, if the negative was out here, it would be different.
it's undefined one again.
You can't 0 in your denominator. Reggie, throw me the marker that's up there, please.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Did you make that?
He made it.
He dropped that.
You use
Who's
0.
giving the head?
Okay, so now you understand negative exponents. You gotta make them positive by moving them from top to bottom or bottom to top. You know what a 0 exponent is? That's really all I have. Okay. Those of you who've been working on the homework assignment, you have a question. Yeah,
Could you explain number 12?
yeah. Can you read it to me?
Yeah, it's 4/3 in parentheses, -3.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple different ways to do this, but I'm going to just start out by how we've been doing yesterday's assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute the -3 to those, okay? There's another way you can do it, but I'm just going to do it this way first, all right? So that's 4 to the -3, and this is 3 to the -3. But I don't want negative exponents. So what do I do with the 4 to the -3? Put it in the bottom. And what do I do with the 3 to the -3?
Oh.
Okay, so 3 to the 3rd over 1/3. And that's 27 over 64. Oh.
So you want us to change it to the number that it equals, like 3 to the 3rd, you want us to change that to 27?
Yes, is there 2 sections again like there was in the other?
Yeah, but they're both simplify the expression all the way.
Well, one says evaluate the expression, but it's just by the expression rate, you're going to choose another use of
Yeah, on the first section, leave it the way it's supposed to be, and then the second expression figured out. Wait a minute, is that right?
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. I want you to figure it out.
Yes.
I want you to figure it out. All the way.
Hey, Mr. Lovewood, I got your question.
Hold on a second. Is this about the homework assignment?
Yep.
Okay, what's yours?
36, 38.
Only one of them. What's 36?
Well, I have no clue how to do either one.
I'm helping you. What's 36?
36 is r to the -2nd over s to the -4th.
Really? You don't know how to do that?
Oh, you flip them again.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
you're done, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
And what's 38?
38 is 1. I know how to do it. Wait, no, because I'm not quite sure what to do with 8. 1 over 8 x to the -2nd, y to the -6th.
All you're moving is the bases that have the negative exponents and then making them positive.
So 1x squared y 6,
Yep.
and then you leave the 8 on bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
100.
Number
30? All right, what is it? That's it? Okay, again, go ahead and distribute those. That's 4 to the negative 3, g to the negative 3, which then becomes
And then,
Make sense? All right, your assignment. Oh. Page 506.